Hi, welcome to Central Florida. My name's Robin. I'm collaborating with Chris, Tiva, and our children to discuss Central Florida growing, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it can get ugly here. It's been raining it rained about 4 days straight, and then we got a break. And it only rains at night now, it seems like, for a couple days. So last night we had a thunderstorm and lightning storm like you wouldn't believe, but you know, the plants need the water, and the lakes definitely need the water. So I'll start out on this garden area. This is, all along here, it used to be a huge jasmine plant. I ripped it out this winter and put in a raised bed here. I have a huge pool, so I really don't have a lot of room for gardening. I also have a big dog and a little dog, so I need a little grass for them to putter around in so they don't get into the gardens. Training up the doggies to stay out of my garden beds was fun. So anyways, we'll start ahead. And I just found something in my garden today that I've not seen before, but I'm assuming it's some type of dung, poopy, whatever you want to call it, on my basil. And to me it looks like a really big caterpillar droppings, but I'm not really sure, as I've never seen it clumped up so much like that before. So there's got to be a caterpillar or something somewhere in this area that's really large, and he's just chomping away on everything. Due to the wind and the rain and lightning and everything, I haven't gone out here and sprayed for anything, and in Florida you have to spray for something. So I have his cherry tomato here, and he's dying back, and they will at the beginning of summer anyway. Excuse me. Airplanes. I live near the airport, can you tell? So I just crammed full this whole entire bed. I've got little corns that really didn't do anything back there. We had a really strong wind that came in and blew all the corn down, so I had to tie them back up. I've got 3 to 5 okra. I've got 3 to 5 pepper plants in here. I have corn, carrots, mustard greens, and here's my other cherry tomatoes. You can see I trimmed back a lot down in here that was dead and disgusting, and you know, it needed to breathe. It just gets so jam-packed in there that it's a haven for bugs, and the birds have been chomping on them too. But look how many I have just sitting there. I have plenty to share, and you have to make sure in Florida you have plenty to share with the animals and the bugs, or you won't have a crop. So okay, so this is the one bed. I got some, looks like Virginia creeper going up the back. I'll have to pull that today. And then I also have a really cool plant. It's called a Madagascar. And you see the thorns on that sucker. That's why it's shoved back here. I've had him, he's 15 feet tall, maybe bigger. I've had him for many years. Sorry for the sun. I'm trying to get the bloom. And that's the first time he's bloomed, and it was real pretty before all the rains. Plumeria is growing, and they smell real pretty. And my theory is, if you can't eat it or smell it, it isn't worth being in your garden. Of course, I have other things that are in here that just came with the house, but you know, I'm slowly, you know, taking out and putting in. I've got another raised bed here, and this will be gutted out for the fall planting. But for now, I have onions, carrots, spinach. I just chopped back Spanish linguiça tomato. Sorry for the airplane again. And so this is kind of full of weeds right now. I really didn't plant. I mean, I did rows for the pepper or for the onions, you know, but the spinach, I just threw seeds in there everywhere and let them kind of make their own spot. And both tomatoes are volunteers from last year, and they popped up in December, and I let them go because we had a mild winter. And the first red bucket is a patty pan. Second one is basil from last year, and that's a jalapeno from last year. He's not looking so hot. I definitely need to get in there and prune him and give him a little love. So I have these that I got for Mother's Day. Every Mother's Day I ask for something in the garden, whether it be plants or my husband building me something for the plants. This is a lemon cucumber. I don't have much luck with any of these squashes, cucumbers, very much. So in the planters, I'm hoping to at least get something. This is a patty pan squash, the white, and I hear that's very good. Those are heirloom seeds. very good to grow, very easy to grow, so we'll see. I've also heard that when they get that white moldy mildew look to them, which this is starting to get with the rain and everything, to spray vinegar and water mixture. And I've heard different formulas for it, but I think I'm going to try the quarter cup to a cup of water, or a 3/4 cup of water, and see how that does. This is my yellowneck squash, and these are my peppers that I started from seed in my windowsill in the kitchen. And they'll stay here, and then I'll transplant them once they get a little bit bigger. I love growing peppers though, so thank you for coming, and thank you for checking out my garden, and please stay tuned for other Central Florida homes and gardens and people around the area that are doing different things to help stay healthy and to feed their families well, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much.